Hi guys, Mike here. Well, I've had a lot of questions on this dual bandsaw lately regarding the feed system. And it is a gravity feed system. And down here is the foot pedal, and I'll show you that. And when I unlatch this thing and shove it sideways, it goes up and it lowers a weight on the inside of the saw. And when this weight is lowered, if you notice that arm right here, it goes up and down, it pulls down. And this is a cable system. This is a steel cable. Now ignore this thing right here. Somebody's just got that part pinned on there. But this cable pins on this little clevis right here. And so when that arm goes down, it pulls on the cable. Now the way this cable is hooked up, it comes up here, it goes around this pulley, and then the cable extends on out. It's got a hook on the end of this cable. Now on this side, the cable comes up, goes around the pulley just like on the other side. Forget about these two parts, they're just on there. Somebody just put them on there, I suppose, to say they wouldn't lose them. Forget them. And it goes through a pulley on this side. Now you do need this bracket on the back side of your saw to hold all this stuff, this bracket right here. So this cable comes around and has a chain attached to it. And this chain comes up and wraps around this little cradle. I've never seen a cradle like this before. This is a new one on me. The ones I'm used to are more symmetrical and they have two handles on them, one on each side so you can steer. So anyway, this chain wraps around the workpiece, and then remember I mentioned there was a hook on this side. That hook hooks into that chain like so. So when you release this lever down here, this foot pedal, it pulls downward on this cable, which pulls on the chain, and it pulls your workpiece into the bandsaw blade. And that is how the gravity feed system works on a dual bandsaw. And here's another way you can feed your workpiece into the bandsaw blade. Maybe some of you have seen these things around. This is a little feed screw that pins into this piece that slides up and down the slot in your table. Mine's a little sticky. And there's a hole in this piece, and my piece is broken, but you can see where the hole would be if it was there. And this is not the right one for my saw, but I'll just use this as a demonstration. This part, this shaft part right here, goes down into that hole, and you can adjust this up and down and push it up and down and engage the threads by pushing that pin down. Now you can screw it. So now if you screw against here, you can see you can feed it right into the bandsaw blade. So there's a second method. I would say I used this method much more than I ever used the weight system in here. And here's another nifty little thing. On these newer Kurt Vices, they come with a stop, a back jaw stop. And that's stored right here, if you ever wondered what these were. And take this off. Basically this stop has a little wedge. Hopefully you can see that little wedge there. So you just bring it over here, drop it in this slot. Like so. And there's your back jaw stop. Boy, is that slicker than a whistle or what. So then when you're not using it, just take that off, bring it over here to its store position, give it a little tension, and you got it handy for use and next time. And here's something that one of my viewers noticed on one of my videos and had some questions about. This is a drill press vise, and it's kind of a knockoff of Heinrich has made them for years, and what is it, Willard Vices makes them too. This is a Chinese knockoff, and I've used it a lot, and it's just every bit as good as the high-end vices. And the way this works, so you come up here with your workpiece, one hand, slide it out, put your workpiece in, slide it in, and then this lever over here is a cam, and it just cams it in just enough to put tension. So when you're done, you pop it loose, pull it out, and voila. But these are nice. Once you use these, you'll never go back to a screw type drill press vise. And these are on eBay. This particular one, this is a 4-inch, and I'm going to say I paid around 60 bucks for it. And you can pay probably 4 times that for a brand name one. So I highly recommend them, and like I say, once you use one, you'll never go back to the screw style. Alright, so there it is, drill press vise. Oh, the only thing that this is lacking is that all the ones that I ever used when I was actually working for a living is they had a little ledge ground in up here and up here, so when you were doing small sheet metal parts and stuff, you didn't have to worry about parallels or anything. You just dropped it into that ledge. And when I get my surface grinder going, that's one of the first things that I'm going to do to this vise. Okay, that's that one. See you later, guys. Hi guys, this is Mike, and this is Christmas Day +1, and I hope you had a very Merry Christmas, and I just wanted to take a few moments to wish you and your family a very healthy, prosperous new year, and hope that 2020 is the best year for you ever. So just a little bit about the channel. We've had a steady growth throughout the year. Nothing explosive, but enough to make it very rewarding for me. And I want to thank everybody for your comments and your subscriptions and your views, and I hope that will continue into 2020. A little bit about comments. Little channels like mine, we love comments. I love the interaction with anyone who views these videos. The smaller channels have an advantage in as much as we don't have so many comments that we're overwhelmed, and we can answer them and pay a lot of attention to the input from the comments. So I'm always very impressed about the intelligent comments that I get, the very positive reinforcement and support, and so for that I thank you and hope that continues. So with that, I think it's time to get on to something else.